Hello buddy, Sounds StarCraft with some more Dreamhack Winter 2012 action. That's right, it is going to be between Liquid's hero spawning as the red Protoss on the right hand side, and on the left hand side of Metropolis it is EG's Thorzain, the blue Terran. So get excited guys, because a little birdie told me that this is going to be a freaking epic game. But I don't want to hype it up too much because I haven't seen it. So we're going to watch it together. So if you guys are like, oh man, I don't know if I should lie on my bed or if I should chill out. What I'm telling you right now, you should definitely chill out. You should go make some popcorn, get a Coke or a beer, if that is legal in your country, and chill out, man. Cause I got a feeling, woohoo, that tonight's gonna be a good night, and this is gonna be an epic match between these two awesome players. Now, if you don't know Liquid Hero, I'm assuming you do, but if you don't, he is from Korea. He's an awesome Protoss player. He's been known to choke at tournaments, if you read his biography. But from the games I've been seeing of him lately, he's just been so goddamn solid that I'm kind of gonna put him as the favorite. Even though Thorzain over here is also a very well-known player, very strong Terran player. Yeah, I'm gonna say Hero is my favorite, just because, you know, especially in this tournament, the games I've cast him playing at Dreamhack, his gas going to go down 15. He's been playing so well. He keeps doing similar builds as well. Like, he'll just most of the time go with Colossus, which is, let's face it, it's good against every race if you are Protoss, because it's just probably the most standard, probably most standard build for a reason, because it is so solid. And it's pretty hard to counter. I mean, sure, you can get out Vikings, like if your name is Thorzain, but it's still a bit risky, because if the Stalkers can get your Vikings before you can get the shots you need to take out those Colossus, then the Colossus are just going to absolutely own your Bio Ball or your mech, or whatever build you decide to go. Right now, though, Hero is going to be failing pretty hard core with his scout here, as the probe does get taken out. Managed to pick the right base there as well, as this is a 4-player map, whereas Thorzain is going to get it second time through. I don't know if his SCV is going to survive here, as his Zealot is going to be getting one shot off, and there is a Stalker on the way, but it has not been done yet. It is rallied to the Zealot here. So, pretty typical of Hero to put on some early pressure, whereas Thorzain is going to be going for a fast expand here. Off 1 racks, and then getting out another 2 racks to kind of back this up, as well as the bunker. So he's playing it pretty safe here, pretty standard. Hero's hovering about 440 minerals, so here comes his fast expand off of 1 gateway. So he's not going to be going into a 1 gateway robo, which you've seen him do in the past, but rather going over the fast expand, as this is Metropolis, fairly big map, so you're usually pretty safe with the fast expand, and you can kind of assume that your enemy's doing it as well. Note, this is the version of the map, the original version, as it does have these islands here with the neutral creep tumor. Apparently the MLG version did not have those, so yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. Apparently also for balance. I don't really know how much more balanced the map is without those islands. No map expert, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the way Metropolis is, to be honest. I think it's a fairly balanced map. Anyway, Thorzain is going to be getting up his tech lab. Already got those double gas orbital going on at his second base. Hero right now dropping a proxy pile. I might see some early aggression, although he's only been mining off 1 gas, so he isn't going to be able to get in too many units here, and he's only got his second and third gateway finishing up now. Stimpack just started for Thorzain as well, and this is one brave Stalker, man, but you can micro that bad boy all day long. So he is going to be sitting at the front of the base, and right now Hero just has complete map visibility, so he is going to be feeling pretty good about that. If we look at the overall units, Hero is 2 probes ahead, but those mules definitely make up for that. Do even more than make up for that, as Thorzain drops his factory down. So I guess if I had to be all assumptive as a commentator, I'd be like, okay, Thorzain is oh, the Stalker. I'll say what I was going to say in a second. Thorzain is going to get a reactor on that factory and then build a starport and then fly it onto that reactor for medivacs, because it looks like he's going bio at the moment. Oh, and Thorzain forced to pull off the SCVs. Good force fields there though, blocking from the repair, although these two SCVs are going to be getting in that repairing, so force fields could have been better. But hey, second bunker is going to go down. Although overall resources lost, so far Hero is behind, so he hasn't been super cost kind of efficient in that engagement, but he is still up by 150 resources, which at this stage of the game is kind of a big deal. Not huge though. This Marine is going to go down though, and that proxy pylon is just going to be chilling there. Hero dumping down both of his gas, getting in the Robo and the Forge, going definitely transitioning into the mid game here. So this isn't going to be some sort of 2-base all in. Excuse me. That's one thing Hero does really well. While you see a lot of Protoss players will just kind of be content on 2 bases, Hero, man, he always gets out his third. And he's pretty good. He's really good at macroing, actually. So that's why he can tango with the big boys, playing Terran and Zerg. And there we go. There's the double medivac. So he is going to be going MMM, as Marauders are going to be on the way with combat shields on the way as well. There go the Marauders. And these Stalkers, man, are going to get taken out right now. Although there are 3 here to back it up. So looks like these Marines might actually die, as they've taken too many drugs from those stim packs, and they're going to be paying the price. Here comes the factory scout, as that factory is not useful anymore. The thing that I think is kind of silly about a factory scout is that your opponent's going to know exactly what you're going for if you're just throwing away that factory. But I guess Hero already probably has a pretty good idea, as he's just been going up against MMM. See there, he spots the factory on its way. And I reckon it's pretty interesting just to have a little squiz at the players' hotkeys here. You can see Hero's got his army unit making structures all on 5, on 6. His command centers, engineering bay upgrade 7, all his probes on 1, and his whole army on 1. Whereas Hero has his army split up. So he has his stalkers on 1, his observers on another hotkey. And I wouldn't be surprised if he puts this Colossus on its own hotkey as well. But right now it looks like Thorzain is going to be moving in, and he does have an army supply advantage here. Overall worker supply is pretty even, and there's the stim forward. But I think Hero is going to be able to deal with this, so Thorzain deciding to back out. And Hero can see everything that's going on with his observer placed right here. But so can Thorzain with that factory. Thermal Lance on the way as well for Hero. I don't think he even has a Twilight Council yet. No, he doesn't, as he's just getting it on with that Robotech. And Thorzain right now is rallying all of his workers over here, at the same time taking his third, which is going to be done pretty soon. And Hero needs to take his third. Here come the Vikings as well, just in time for the Colossus. So pretty even, and looks like it is going to be an MMM Viking ball up against a Colossus and Warp Gate ball. And what in my experience anyway as a caster happens is that it really comes down to micro and also the engagement, and who gets the first shot out is a big thing. There goes Hero's third. For instance, like if the Vikings can snipe the Colossus straight away before the Stalkers manage to take out the Vikings themselves, then you're going to be sweet. But if the Stalkers manage to take out your Vikings before, or they can snipe the Colossus, then your MM ball, your Marines and your Marauders, are just going to die a horrible, horrible death. So yeah, that's kind of what we have to look forward to. I mean, sure, there's other things in play like Ghosts, and even High Templars can come along in the later stages of the game as the Twilight Council goes down for Hero. But generally, that kind of the engagement, how it pans out, is usually what defines who ends up winning it. So we'll see. I mean, Thorzain does have a supply lead though by a fair amount, and that's all pretty much in his army. But Hero knows what is going up against. This Observer has scouted everything. It's scouted the third. Thorzain also knows about Hero's third, so he's going to be moving in here. And both players on 1-1. Thorzain with the 2-2 on the way. Hero with the blink. So it's just going to be very even engagement, although Hero does have the home ground advantage. So I'm definitely going to pin him as the victor on this one with the 3 Colossus as well. Though Thorzain does have 6 Vikings. I feel like if the Stalkers manage to get out take out those Vikings, Hero is going to be fine, especially with Blink almost done. That makes it so much. That's actually rarely useful when it comes to sniping Vikings, is having Blink done. So Hero's just going to be trying to delay this push right now. As you see, Blink is almost done. Also wants to get out that 4th Colossus. But Thorzain is going to be forcing the engagement here. There goes the Guardian Shield. And here we go right now as the Zealots move in. But charge has not been done. So notice though that all the Vikings are dead. So Hero is going to have no problem using these Colossus here to take out what Marine Marauders are left. There go the force fields. Not amazing force fields, but definitely good enough, as Hero's Colossus have survived. So definitely clean that up in his favor. Overall, he's ahead about 2,000 resources. So Hero's going to be feeling pretty good. Thorzain managed to save 4 medivacs here, although the Stalkers do take that out there, and that medivac is going to go down. Colossus moving up here as well. Looks like that's a bad rally point for Thorzain. Just going to be losing more units there. Hero getting out all his upgrades now. Working on that 2-2 as well as the charge. More Colossus on the way. Thorzain's 2-2 is going to be done, so he is slightly ahead in his upgrades. And with these mules as well, his income is going to be quite a bit higher, as you can see there. But Hero, man, he's ahead. 3-base Protoss is pretty scary. And pretty darn good, and you don't really see it that often, especially nowadays, as Protoss games often won't last that long, especially PvP and PvZ, I feel like. But sometimes you get the occasional epic game, so that's what it looks like this is turning into, as both players have very equal unit compositions here. These Stalkers, you can kind of just use them for general harassment once Blink's done. They're very handy for that. You can even blink up into the main hill with it just over here. We might see Hero doing that in a second. And taking out the tech labs, because those are a bit of a pain to rebuild. So players like to go for those. Hero instead deciding to blink away there. Notice how he's just got his little Colossus ball here. So that's kind of like a defensive shield. So if Thorzain engages here, Hero can just back up his Stalkers there, and he will be sweet. Storm as well, so we are going to be seeing some High Templars. But Ghosts are also on the way, so everything each player has done this game so far has been countered perfectly. So it's still very much anyone's game. Hero taking his 4th before Thorzain, but Thorzain does have a command center on the way. So like I said, both players are just kind of doing the exact same thing right now. Definitely transitioning into the late game. So it's pretty exciting. We'll see what happens. So far it's been pretty epic. Here's this 4th CC for Thorzain. Check out his hockeys, man. He's got his Vikings, his Ghosts, his Marine Marauder ball. And there's the blink up from the Stalkers. Like I was talking about before. Managed to get those 2 medivacs, which is very, very handy. And a whole bunch of Vikings as well. Well, a couple of Vikings. And then the blink away there. And here's this ball I was talking about. He can just fall back on. As Thorzain definitely is not strong enough to deal with that right now. So Hero is just being a general pain in the bum if you are Thorzain. Although, you know, Thorzain's still got all his production capabilities. He didn't lose all of his tech labs there. He just lost a reactor, so he's feeling pretty good. That command center is heading on over as well. Right now, these Stalkers are going to keep harassing, trying to get out these Vikings. The more Vikings they can kill, the further behind Thorzain is going to be, because Hero's Colossus are going to be sweet. Right now, this is Hero Cam, so you can see what it's like to play as a pro gamer. Dropping down 4 gateways like a boss, getting his War Prism on. Probably going to be doing some harassment there. Might warp in some Zealots, as he has, how many? He's got 11 warp gates, so he's doing pretty good. Charge is done. Those tech labs are going to fall. Thorzain right now How's he going to react to it? He's clumping up his units. He's scared of this attack in the front. That is happening right now. At the same time, Hero's got Archons though. He's got Colossus. He's got way more tier 3 units. He's got Blink. He's got Charge. There go the force fields. Trapping almost half of Thorzain's units. There's only 2 Vikings here to deal with 5 Colossus. So Hero is definitely going to be feeling pretty good. And Thorzain, you can see there, has lost quite a few more resources. Although without his Stalkers, you know, Hero doesn't have enough to back that up. Instead, he's choosing to harass here, delaying the 4th year of Thorzain. Very smart move, I feel like. At the same time, he's got his warp gate up here, so he can warp in more units whenever he feels like harassing. And he's got 15 gateways, so he can definitely do whatever he wants. Right now, he is going to be warping a lot of Zealots. I feel like that's almost 15 Zealots. Oh, excuse me. This game is just so epic. There goes a Storm. At the same time, Ghosts are going to be sniping left, right, and center. And I am going to put on every cam. There are enough Vikings here this time, I feel like. So Hero is going to have to bail as his Colossus are being taken out. And like I was saying before, Colossus kind of decide how these games turn out. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry for that lag there. I forgot to charge my laptop, so that's what that was about. Here's some High Templars. Storming the mineral line is something you don't see very often. I feel like you saw it more in Brood War days, but I think it's actually a really good technique. It's almost more effective than DTs, something like that. I just saw the War Prism speed upgrade being done for Hero, so he's definitely going to be harassing quite a bit with his War Prisms here. And I feel like as Protoss on, what is it now, 5 bases, that's the way to go, because you've got so many spare minerals. Well, not yet, but he will have soon, the way his economy's going. And if he can keep denying Thorzain's 4th, he's going to have a huge macro lead. So that's what he's trying to do here. Right now with the High Templars and the Zealots. Might actually see some Storms going down on this mineral line. 1 goes down, 2 goes down. Actually, really good Storms there. So far, 26 workers killed. So that is huge. And if you look at the overall probes to SCVs, Thorzain is behind by about almost 30. So Hero definitely way in the lead there. His army size is going to be a lot smaller during the big engagements. But you got to keep in mind that he's got so many warp gates, he can almost remax out instantly. Along with 2 robotic space as well. Check out these hotkeys here, they're really interesting. He's got his War Prism on 1 for harassment. He's got his Stalkers, then his Colossus Archons, his tier 3 on 4. On 3 actually, funny irony there. Then his Temples on 4, Warp Gates on 5, sorry. This War Prism is going to be spotted. And yeah, it's just kind of interesting watching how the pros do it. If you actually go into Hero's cam, his multitasking is badass. You can see here, getting down his chrono boost, loading up his warp gate with units. Cloak is on the way for Thorzain. And Thorzain, he's going to have to really work hard to defend this 4th, as Hero is constantly harassing it. You can see there, the High Templar do get picked up as the probes were really quickly evacuated there. So nice work from Thorzain. But at the same time, Hero is going to be killing all your add-ons. So it's just a real pain to deal with if you're Thorzain. And here comes the Storm. Double Storm. More work is going to go down up to 27 right now. And Hero's going to be moving in while harassing up here. 1 barracks goes down. As well as the add-ons. The Thorzain's army is split up. So Hero's going to be moving in with these Stalkers. Maybe to take out a few workers here. At the 4th if it's left unguarded. Although here's Thorzain's army to back it up. But Hero's feeling pretty good, man. You can see his resources ahead of Thorzain. His income way ahead as he has so many more units. What's that over here? Was that a War Prism? Yeah, it's about to get taken out. And Hero, he's got the map control. Look at that. He can see everything that's going on. Thorzain's kind of trying to hold on here. I know it's been pretty epic. It's been going for a while, almost half an hour, but Thorzain's been behind the whole time, so he's going to have to try and do something new, because I feel like this Bio Ball with MMM, with the the Vikings is just not working out for him. And he's just too good with his harassment, splitting up your army. And he's got 3-3. I know Thorzain does have 3-3 as well, so both players are even there. Hero getting out a bunch of cannons as well to fall back on. And these High Templar, the Storm, is kind of a big deal for Thorzain. I know he can EMP them, but really that's going to come down to a micro battle between the two to see who can get the better Storms and the better EMPs. That's going to be a huge deal, as there are so many Colossus here. But there are a lot of Vikings, so here we go. Hero deciding to back out here. Probably wants to, I don't know, get his army together, get these Stalkers down before they engage here. Hero is behind in the army supply, but you got to keep in mind that he makes that up with worker supply, so he is maxed out. Thorzain trying to get a good flank here with these Vikings. But Hero protecting those Colossus, because like I said, that's what's going to win or lose him the game. Thorzain with so many ghosts though. What's that? 12 ghosts right now via 2 High Templars. So maybe a bit ghost overkill here, as ghosts are a good unit, but they're just going to be melted to nothing with that many Colossus. So Thorzain unit composition might be a bit questionable, even though he does have an army supply by quite a bit. I'm still favoring Hero, as well as he's getting up his 6th base now, so he's got a huge macro advantage. Might actually want to start killing a few probes, just because he's so far ahead. He's already floating about 2,000, 3,000 resources. And here we go. The Stalker's going to be baiting up again. This is so annoying to deal with. EMP does go down on those Stalkers, although Storm cleaning up, or actually not getting too many ghosts here. And Hero's army is all over the place, although his 5th is there. Warping and Zealots constantly harassing Thorzain, which is really annoying. So he has to move his units out of position, and that's when Hero wants to strike, as he knows he's behind an army supply, but ahead in macros. So as long as he can keep harassing, the more and more time he spends harassing and engaging here, the more ahead he's going to become, because his income is just way ahead, and Thorzain's going to run out of resources. And he's soon going to be able to not afford to max out, even though he does have his 5th on the way. Hero already has his 6th. So Thorzain is definitely behind here. Whoa! Oh, my voice just needs a little break. Storm going down there. We're just going to be going into Thorzain's view for a second. Oh, oh my god, huge Storm on those ghosts. Oh my god, sorry. Excuse me, guys. You can just enjoy what it's like dealing with constant harassment as a Terran player against Protoss. And as you can see, sometimes it's not very fun. And right now, this Zealot man is one Hero Zealot. Hero already has the 2 Plasma Shield upgrade. I reckon that's pretty sweet. You don't see a lot of players get it. I never really understood why. In Brood War, everyone used to get it. Because it does really help out your Archons. It helps deal with EMP as well. And these Vikings need to bail on out of there. That was silly of Thorzain. Still going to be scouting with that factory. Does manage to get his 5th up and running though. And Hero is still just being pesty with these Stalkers. They are going to get taken out though. Notice how Hero puts about 3 HTs at his most vulnerable expansion, which is a pretty smart idea when you think about it. Because, you know, it's like Terran's version of siege tanks, because Storm is such a good defensive maneuver as well as offensive move. But I still feel like Hero, even though he's lost all his Stalkers there and has lost more resources by about 2,000, he's on more bases. His income's pretty good. He's got so many gateways and robotic space to remax out. I feel like he's definitely in the lead here, and Thorzain is falling behind with every engagement. Sentry Tower going to be going down for Thorzain, and here come the Stalkers. As they are so much faster than everything else, they're going to get there first. At the same time, DT running into here. We'll try and take out the planetary, which is an interesting move. What a baller DT. It takes like 4 shots from that planetary to die. I would have thought he would have just gone for workers there. Probably would have been a bit better. Here come more DTs and a Zealot. EMP though does decloak the DTs. So if you've never seen decloak DTs, that's what they look like. Excuse me. More and more workers going down. Oh my god, Hero's killed so many units, it's ridiculous. And his Colossus is just chilling up here. His harassment has been absolutely incredible. I gotta say, it's probably some of the best harassment I've ever seen in all my time as a caster. This is one brave HT man. Oh! Notice how little damage Storm really does to Vikings though. It's so much better against biological. So yeah, but those Vikings, like I said, they're so key, because if you don't have enough Stalkers to take them out, you lose your Colossus, and then you basically get rolled by Marine Marauders. Hero going to be taking his 7th base right now, so he is definitely happy on the macro front. Ooh, threatening there with that HT. And right now, he's just happy, man. He's happy with his 8 Colossus, looking like a complete boss. That's taken up at least 50 supply. So he's loving his Colossus right now, and he can just keep walking and harassing non-stop. Notice the money he's got in the bank compared to Thorzain. That's why Thorzain's sitting back trying to deal with this harassment, and Hero is just constantly giving it to him. As this High Templar is going to go for the Ghost Academy, that would be huge to take that out, as it stops you from getting nukes. It stops you from see there, he hasn't got a nuke yet. And it also stops you from building more ghosts until you rebuild. Oh, but the EMP there. And he drops the mule to repair that. So nice work there cleaning that up. But Hero is already maxed out again. And he's got another harassment warp in to do its thing. Although I think he's going to be silly and forget about this. What's he doing right now? He's focusing on a bit of macro, and then he's like, oh wait a second, I had a whole bunch of DTs and Zealots there. No worries, I'll just blink away with my hectic micro. So yeah, Hero is feeling pretty good at the moment. Thorzain has managed to get up his 6th base though, so that's pretty good, except Hero has boom boom. He's got these 2 middle bases, and he's got so many resources, he can just harass you non-stop. I feel like that's what he's doing. May even blink up onto the high ground. Yes, he does. And Thorzain has no response to this. I don't know if he even really knows that Hero has these bases, or he knows he's got that one but not that one. So yeah, Thorzain is going serious ghost heavy though. I mean, maybe that's what he needs to do. As the Marine Marauder Medivac Viking combo has not been working for him. Maybe these ghosts are something that could potentially save him, but Hero is just playing so well. These DT is just one-shotting SCVs all day long. And Thorzain's army has to really scramble around here. He does have a lot of Vikings to deal with those Colossus, and a lot of ghosts to deal with those High Templars. And ghosts are pretty good in general. Especially if you're good with that snipe micro, you can really put on some heavy DPS. But I feel like, so what? Even if you somehow manage to kill all these Colossus, Stalkers, and Zealots, Hero's just gonna warp in 40 supply straight away, and then 12 supply on the Robo with his 2 Colossi. So he will have 50. What's that? 70. I mean 62. No. 52 supplies straight away, almost straight away. So it's not really a big deal if you take out his army. EMP is very useful though at cleaning up these harassments, DT harassments. So otherwise Thorzain would be way out of energy on his orbitals. But Hero's income is looking so good that I'm still saying he's the favor, and he does have a mothership about to be done as well. So that. This game could get any more epic. I'd say you are a liar. There's no way this game can get any more epic until you say, actually, it is going to get more epic because there's a mothership about to be done. And everybody knows the mothership rule, that is, motherships equal epic. So even if you play a like 5-minute cheese game, if you manage to get out a mothership, and I know that's impossible in 5 minutes, you are an epic player, and you deserve that win. This sentry tower does not spot High Templars. I mean Dark Templars. And I totally knew that. I just wanted to point that out to you guys. So let's learn together. Sound StarCraft style. See how the pros play, how he keeps his Vikings at the front, so he can take out those Colossus as soon as he can. And both players maxed out, so Thorzain spots Hero's little army. Oh my god, that storm killed so many ghosts. Boom goes one Colossus. Another storm going down on these Vikings. Oh, that did heaps of damage. And the blink forward could rarely damage these Vikings. Oh, another storm right on this ball. Oh, so Hero right then was way out muscled in terms of army supply, but his storms were so good, and he had all these Colossus chilling back here. I don't know if Thorzain saw those Colossus. Oh, yes, he did. So that's definitely a thing. This High Templar does not have enough money for a storm. And by money, I mean energy. Even more gateways going to be going down for Hero. Thorzain dropping down some more Stargates. Trying to macro, but Hero is just constantly harassing. Using his DT to scout, and then at the same time, using his HTs to storm this army. Here we go. Are we going to see some storms? I don't know. Where are the High Templars at? Oh, double snipe there. So that's why Ghosts are such a good counter against High Templars. Not only can they EMP, but Snipe's really good. Oh, but the Mothership is here. And this is the good old days before Vortex was nerfed hugely in HOTS, that is. And is almost a joke of a move. But the Mothership is going to go down. Not really doing anything. So my proverbial Mothership equals epic wasn't true then, but is true in the sense that this is an epic game. Nonetheless, that High Templar did manage to get out of Storm before going down. Hero though, these High Templars all have full energy, so that's a lot of storms. Oh my god, what an EMP there. Completely taken out 4 High Templars on full energy. At the same time though, Hero is just non-stop harassing. He has almost 8,000 minerals. I've never seen a pro game with that many resources. So he does not care if he loses his army right now. Whereas Thorzain definitely does, as he needs his minerals, man, even with these mules and all those orbitals. As Hero is just using up all of his energy right now on scan. See that? 18 energy, 52 energy. I take that back. All these orbitals have a lot of energy. Yeah, so Thorzain definitely thinking ahead with those orbitals there. Pretty standard stuff. Those Stalkers might want to bail on out of here. And Hero is still harassing with these DTs in the main. Gonna go for the Ghost Academy, take 2. You cannot lift that off, so he may lose that there. Oh, storms going down everywhere. High Templar kamikazes, man. Sacrificing themselves for the storms. Oh, that Archon going down before he could even be EMP'd. This DT may manage to take out this Ghost Academy here. Oh my god, it's gonna do it. Yes, it is. But Thorzain does have a nuke in the bank. So we may see a defensive nuke coming up, which could be huge. But there are 2 observers here for Hero. And like I said, even if he loses his army to some freak-ass nuke, he's going to be sweet. This planetary is probably going to fall here, though, unless these SCVs manage to mine it out. And right now, they are repairing well enough, and Hero's Zealots are dying here. So that harassment absolutely failed. The sentries are rarely late with their force fields. If it was there earlier, could have made a difference. But Hero, just kind of using it as pesky harassment, not really caring too much if he takes out that base or not, as he has so many resources. He's definitely knows that he's ahead here. And I feel like Thorzain is really trying to hold on right now. And it's really a freaking hard task if you ask me. As everything he throws at Hero is just going to be able to throw right back at him. He's only on 600 minerals, and his supply has, for the first time, fallen behind Heroes in the army supply. And look at that work supply, less than half of Heroes. So his income is not looking good. Gonna be getting some scouting with these Vikings. At the same time though, Hero is going to be going for these tech labs and barracks all over again. Defensive force field, and there is the GG from Thorzain. Realizing that Hero just had too many bases. You could see there that he'd taken these bases. He would always continuously max out, whereas Thorzain did not have the money. He was almost mined out here. The only bases left were these islands. So yeah, a freaking epic game. I hope you guys digged it. If you did, and if you don't mind my commentary, please subscribe. It's the best way to help me out. Check out that freaking missiles, man. That is sick. That one's about to explode. This one's going crazy. Storms happening, thrusts are happening. Yeah, definitely subscribe if you like my commentaries. As I usually post 1 or 2 a day. It's the best way to help me out, and I really appreciate it, and you make my day. And thumbs us up if you like this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. And I'll see you guys later.